What's up, guys, and welcome back for another Fallout 76 video. In this one I'm going to be talking about farming purified water and how I kind of do it to make it the easiest. Now I'm also going to talk about water purifiers, kind of how they work and how they scale, but normally you only need purified water like once a day or so. Turn it in for caps, or what I do is make like stim pack diluteds like once a day or whatever. So the way I have it set up is I essentially let my water camp farm purified water all day, and I basically just scale the storage capacity so I don't have to actually manually loot everything. So to give you some better understanding of purified water and the water purifiers and how they operate, these industrials will produce 60 an hour, but having more than one does not increase your hourly yield. Instead, it just increases the storage. So as an example, we have 6 industrials sitting right here. This is going to be about 30 minutes before they run out of space, and these produce roughly 1 purified water a minute. Sometimes you'll see 5 pop in here at the 5-minute mark, but if you have 12 of these, then you can basically let them run untouched for an hour before they efficiency drops, or production drops to 0. And of course I get mole rats or something while I'm trying to do stuff. Nope, scorched. And with that being said, I use basically industrials or the vintage water coolers. And that's really going to be what I'm going to be showing off in this video, is the blueprint trick in farming purified water for the day. Now I have these campers set up, as you can see. Each one of these campers has 49 vintage water coolers in it. Now vintage water coolers will produce 24 an hour, and this translates to about 1 every 2.5 minutes, and you'll usually see 2 pop in there every 5 minutes or so. Let me get this stupid scorch guy down. I'm trying to make a video, bro. So what I do here is, and the reason this is 49 in here with this camper, because we have a blueprint limit. So this camper plus 49 maxes out the blueprint. Now blueprints are important because that's how we're going to be looting all this stuff. We don't go in here and individually loot every one of these coolers. That would be, insane. Like, we have 4 of these going right now, and each one of these campers, it takes 4 hours to fill up each one of these campers. So between all 4 of them, we are looking at 16 hours of purified water storage production. And then what we'll do is I'll to kind of illustrate how this all works, go to my stash here. We'll go to food and drink. I'm going to scroll all the way down. We'll make sure we don't have any purified water in here. And what's interesting is when we actually store this camper, then everything in those containers gets shoved into your stash. Regardless, we could be at 12,000 carry weight. Our stash could be completely maxed out. And if we store all these, even if each one of these has 98 purified water in it, and we don't have the space in our stash, it'll push our carry weight over. It'll force store it, so we don't have to worry about keeping enough space in our stash to facilitate our output here. So as you saw in our stash, we don't have any purified water at all. I just reset these, so they're not going to have a whole lot come out of them. But essentially, here's what the thing is. To loot them, all I do is go over here to the camper and then just store them. And then I'll just go over here and store all of these. Actually, they destroyed this one while I'm talking about it. They're cheap to repair though, so that is good. And this is actually really easy, just to store and to replace and everything. So with all that being stored, we're not going to go back over to our stash and go to the food and drink. We'll scroll all the way down, and then you should see we have 53 purified water in here, and that is just mass looting. We don't have to individually loot each cooler or anything. Normally I store them all and then I'll put them all back down. That's why the blueprint comes in handy. So right here we have this blueprint set up. As you can see here, got all of our 49 coolers inside. You can have 4 of these campers, so normally I'm only like throwing down maybe like 1 or 2 of them, unless I know I'm gonna be playing for a lot that day. Like I said, this one camper takes 4 hours to fill, and then if we put another one down 8 hours, and then if we put all 4 down, 16 hours. So this will fill up a lot quicker, seemingly a lot quicker, just having one, only because it's only 4 hours, and these are where all the receptacles are. Now, I don't normally I keep these industrials out here if I'm not running the camper trick, the camper blueprint trick, and these are just kind of like my OGs that have been here for a while, and then I have a couple over here as well.